ReMar nurses. This is an NCBSN update, and Mark and I are stopping everything that we're doing to come and talk to you guys live. We're going to be talking about the scams. We're going to be talking about the scams that we have been hearing about, seeing in the NCLEX community. Is devastating. It's devastating. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to tell you guys some things probably you haven't even heard from our perspective, what we see on our end. We know what you guys are seeing. So we give you like 5 seconds to share this video, because this is...
It's going to help somebody.
It is. It's going to help somebody that you know.
We're not going to give any new information. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Just
Yep.
go ahead and hit share, and we'll go ahead and get started, okay?
Yep. Come on in.
All
We're
right.
talking NCLEX scams. We're waiting for you to share this video. I want 1,000 comments, because I know that you guys know that they're out there and that people... All right. All right. Let's go. Share it. All right. So NCBSN, they put out this statement saying, if you have been affected by phone calls or emails from people pretending to be affiliated with the National Council of State Board of Nursing, know that you could possibly be involved in a scam. Yeah. And so when I read it, I was like, yes, I felt like they halfway made the warning true, because we've been seeing this, like, we've been seeing this for probably months now, at least 6, 8 months or more. Yeah, Team ReMar,
like,
we've been seeing it
heavily.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, every time Regina goes live, in fact, you're probably even watching right now.
Scammer.
It's Mr. Charles has leaked NCLEX questions, or he helped me pass NCLEX.
Yes.
I failed so many times, or the third time's a charm.
The scams, real NCLEX questions.
Yeah, because it'll never say scams, but what they're doing is they're watching, your testimonials, and they're mimicking those. Hey, I passed NCLEX. Yes. Inbox me if you have questions.
Yes. So NCBSN put this statement out, said, we will never call you. If somebody's pretending to be from us, don't buy into it. Don't, realize that it's fake. But I really wish they would have just said, don't act out of desperation. I really wish they would have just said, like, anybody that's offering you, because, okay, let me see. These are the scams.
All right, what have you heard? What have you seen?
Okay. I've seen, contact me, I've got real NCLEX questions.
Or leaked
NCLEX questions. And that makes me so mad, because it's like, there are literally thousands of NCLEX questions in the pool that you could get. So if you think that you're going to just study the leaked ones for computer adaptive tests, that everybody's getting a different test. Yeah, that's just sad.
And listen, if you've taken NCLEX before, you've already seen some of the questions. If you've taken it 5 times, you have the leaked questions. You've already seen it. And so they're going to give you something that you've already seen.
All right. Okay.
Now listen, if they say they got some leaked content,
right,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But not the questions.
Yeah.
Not the questions.
Not the questions,
okay.
guys.
So I've seen leaked questions. I got real questions. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, just go ahead and put the comments on the screen, because we're trying to help the community.
Yep.
All right. Also, contact me, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles helped me pass NCLEX. Now, I'm not trying to knock nobody named Charles, but Mr. Charles with the WhatsApp number.
Oh, man.
Contact me for WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, and let's get this going. All right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I've
seen a Mr. Charles. I've seen a Mr. Joseph. Yeah, but what I haven't seen Mr. Charles do is doing any teaching. I haven't seen Mr. Charles or Mr. Joseph or Mr. Ray. I haven't seen him doing any type of teaching.
No, you never see these people.
You never see it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I love about what you do with ReMar, is that you're always on and you're teaching, you're providing content, you're providing free resources, because there is a lot of desperation out there.
It is.
Right?
It is.
You have to be able to meet the student's need, meet the nurse's need where it is. And leak questions isn't it. Somebody who used to work for NCSBN.
Yes, if they say they work for, I think I put that on my notes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What else you have? What else have you seen?
I'm selling my exam. This is one I haven't seen, but I want to say something about Mr. Charles, and then we're going to talk about, I think, the biggest one and the most dangerous scam. Mr. Charles, or whoever that is. Let me say something. About 10 years ago, when I started doing this NCLEX review, ReMar review, there were very few people that were doing it. Very few. And now all of a sudden there are an influx of people trying to do NCLEX preparation, saying, here, come here, listen to me, watch this, do this. And I think that the scammers are taking note that there is a certain amount of desperation.
Right.
There's a certain amount of desperation in people who have tried and what, Mark?
And failed.
And failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of people who, honestly, they don't know what else to do. Mm-hmm. But also, there are people who want to just cut corners, and they don't want to do the work. All right, so there's two groups of people. So here's another one. Did you know, Mark, that you can purchase a fake nursing license? And the scammers say not only will they give you a license, but they will put it on the nursing verification website for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And not only will they do that, they say that if you need an ATT, they will give you real authorization to test.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
I remember a student said, hey, Regina, I almost bought a fake nursing license for $4,000, but I wanted to try to study on my own. Did you know that you could buy a fake nursing license for $4,000?
Nah, I didn't know that. I know people were operating under fake license sometimes, but I didn't know you could get one of those somewhere.
That's what they say.
Wow, that's what they say.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to share this video.
Wow.
Because this is the height of a scam.
Wow.
All right. And anybody who is taking part in this or even entertaining this, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
You know what? This reminds me, like, this puts me in the mindset of, like, Christ being tempted in the wilderness by the devil. You know what I mean? Like,
totally
after a point of fasting and, you know, being weakened. And, you know, perhaps in a desperate situation, you might assume, you know, the devil came out and just said, all right, I'm going to give you the word. I'm going to give you exactly what you want.
Yes.
You know, King of Kings, I'll make you all ruler over everything.
Yes.
All you have to do is do something out of your character. Get fake, get phony. Worship me, whatever, do something out of character, and I give it to you.
Yep.
And that's what these scammers are doing. They're just promising you, you know, the thing that you've been wanting, the thing that you've been working for, the thing that you've been sacrificing for. And it's really, I mean, it's so, it's really an evil thing to do, and we hate to see it. But I mean, you know, at the end of this, I got a message for the scammers. So stay tuned. I got a message for the scanners.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going. So if you purchase a fake license, there's so many things that's wrong with that. If you are considering purchasing a fake license, not only are you taking part in something that's illegal, all right, but also you have to live with the idea and the truth that you have not earned the credentials to care for the public. You have to constantly be looking over your shoulder if they can even promise it, which I don't think that they can. So you lose out on the $4,000 or I think $7,000. And then also you're going to try to pass off this fake license, go into somebody's room, somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother, somebody's infant, and care for them, knowing you have not done the work. You have not earned the nursing license.
Yeah, and you'll never have a clear conscience.
Never.
You know, you'll always be looking in the rear view. You know, every time you get a phone call to the office or a letter, you know, have you been found out? Have you been determined? And listen, that might even be the upside of it. You know, you might not even get that far. You might hand over your $4,000 or your $2,000
and never get nothing.
Yeah, and you might get a cereal box in the mail. Right? So don't put yourself through that. Like, there's a way that you can get your license. There's a way that you can go through the process with dignity and have your head up. And so we're trying to show you that way so that you don't, you know, fall for the scams. And
I'm speaking to my international nurses. I'm speaking to even my domestic nurses who have passed, because I know that so many of you genuinely, you just want to come. You just want to come to the United States. You're a nurse back home. You're a nurse wherever you're trying. You want to make it, and you're willing to do anything. These are scams because they're working. That's the scary part about it.
True.
These are scams because they're working, and the people are not afraid to even ask.
So you might see it and you know you know, it's a scam because you've been around the ReMar nurse community. You know, you've seen the message boards and things like that.
Yeah.
But like Regina said, for every person, you know, that every 10 people that rejects it, maybe one person.
That's all.
Every 20 people that reject it, maybe one person is buying into it, and they're getting paid.
Yeah.
And so when we ask you to share the videos or tell somebody about ReMar, you know, it's not just, you know, it's so that other people can be blessed, be part of the family, be part of the community, to avoid being scammed. You know, and to know that there is a way to pass NCLEX, there is a way to get the nursing license, and have dignity in that process.
Yeah, I like what you guys are saying. Some of you are commenting, just you block them immediately, and I think that's like the most prudent thing to do, because sometimes if you look at something too long, it will start to look good to you. Right, and that's what we encourage you guys. Study with us. I'm teaching you. Yes, we listen. You got to carry these books around. It is not easy to study your virtual trainer and your quick facts. I know that, and I know it's hard, and I know sometimes it's a struggle and it's tempting. But please do not fall into the trap of thinking that there's another way around it. Like, this test requires you to study. It requires you to make the sacrifice. And when you try to usurp that process, what happens is, number one, you can't pass the test. All right, you struggle with the actual test, but then you begin to entertain things that really are just ridiculous. You know, somebody from the outside looking in would say, no, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Do not try to buy a nursing license. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But when you're alone in the dark and, you know, it's late at night and you just think...
And your family's depending on you.
Yeah.
You know, you told them that they know when you graduated.
Oh, my
you know,
goodness.
you told them that you have your license already.
Yes.
Some people are out here living, you know, pretend lives. You know, not having passed the NCLEX, an embarrassment, and we get it. You know, we get it, and that's why we want to talk to you today about that. How you can get your license. In a simple, straightforward process where you're doing the work and you have the help of the #1 NCLEX instructor to help to aid you on that journey.
Thank you. And when you do the work, you can stand confidently. When you do the work, you don't have to be constantly looking over your shoulder to say, oh, hey, have I found out? What else did I have on here? I mean, it's just easy. The easy way, guys, with these scammers, the easy way is not going to benefit you, okay? Not going to benefit you. Not going to benefit you. That's what I want to say. And listen, if you're willing, and the prices are ridiculous. If you're willing to pay $4,000 for a fake license, come on and invest.
Wow.
Come on and invest in yourself.
Right.
All right.
Right.
I'm just saying, just try my program. Just try it. All right. Because we have people on here that are giving real testimonials that they invested the few $100s. Okay. Do it correct. I like that. Do it correctly, and be able to stand. All right.
You know, and so the scammers, I'm getting a message actually from some of the other groups out there. I mean, they're all over. They're not just targeting the ReMar community. No. You know, they're the UWorld nurse group. They're in there, and they're trying to gain a foothold. Yeah. And so it's very, very important that you are mindful, that if you see it, report it.
Yeah.
Right, so that it can be blocked by the admin. So that we can do our due diligence in keeping the community safe, right? So nursing NCLEX is all about safety, and we want to make sure that not only the patients and the clients are safe, but we want to make sure that our students are safe as you guys go through that process. We want to shepherd you in a clean and clear way, so that you can hold your head up, get your nursing license.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And I'm just reading your shirt. Chase the dream, not the fame, okay? Yeah. The RN and the PN looks good behind, your name. Yes, it's beautiful behind your name, but you want to do it the way you dreamed of. And I know you guys dreamed of earning it and going to sleep at night knowing you've done the work, not just, I tried to buy a license. And God forbid that you get found out participating in something like this. Because if people really found out who the scammers were, it is not unlikely that the scammers have to give out the information of whoever they sold to. I don't know. NCBSN has the power to get the FBI involved. Has the power to say this person is operating under our company, our business name.
Yeah, they can subpoena emails and things of that nature. And that could put you in jeopardy of losing your license, or however whatever possibility you have of getting your license.
Yeah.
So in fact, I'm reading this. One of our nurses said that she contacted a lady, or says a lady contacted me after I wished her congratulations for passing NCLEX. Oh. Right. It says she asked where I live and got into a WhatsApp chat. Then she said that she paid and passed, and so that I could pay half and then pay the full amount after passing the exam. And that was when I blocked her and pleaded the blood of Jesus over myself and my computer for dealing with this foolishness.
And I'm telling you, you did the right thing.
And so that's why we say also, like, you know, we want to see the video testimonials.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people, scammers, are saying, "Hey, I passed after my third attempt," and that's normal for us because we've seen it for years, right? And we know that that's true. Repeat testers pass with NCLEX, international students pass with NCLEX, new grads pass with NCLEX, but these scammers are picking up on that as well. And so we say, hey, listen, we want to make it official. We want you to pass NCLEX, post your video, show yourself.
See you.
We want to see you. We want to see some photo ID. We want to see your face, your journey, your story, so that we can share with the community and let them know that this is a real person. This is not paid advertising. That you did the work. And now that you're wearing your ReMar shirt, same as Regina's wearing.
Yes.
Right? So if you've passed the NCLEX, let us know. Go to remarnurse.com/party, and then you can upload your video. And scammers, I guarantee you, they're not uploading any videos.
They're not.
Because they can only do it one time.
Yes.
They can only do it one time. But scammers, they change their names, they change accounts, like breathing air. But if you passed, you have a unique story, you have a unique journey, and it needs to be told so somebody can be encouraged.
Absolutely. I love the testimonials that we get. We see people's faces. They're real people. And so, yes, even be careful when you are trying to do something positive, and that just goes to show you how ruthless the scammers are, because they're lying, saying, hey, I passed. They're waiting for people who want to pass NCLEX to comment, and they're taking advantage of your hope. They're taking advantage of your dream. They're taking advantage of, your positivity. All right. And they want to put you in a position where they profit and you don't. And so you have to remember that we are to be wise. We are to be wise in how we deal with people. All right. We are to be wise in how we deal with people, especially if they're asking you for money.
All right. Real quick, I'm going to interject here. I think we are, might have a little bit of rain going on in our location, but I have a message for the scammers.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Two things. Okay. Two things. If you are a scammer, okay. One, we don't know your situation, right? This might be coming from overseas. This might be coming from a bad place. You might be in a bad position where you have to work for somebody, right? In order to survive, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of trafficking and, things of that nature. So we don't know what's going on in your life. So we really want to pray for you and that you would not take advantage of our nursing students and nursing students in this situation that are trying to get, their lives together. We want to pray for you that you get your life together as well, because we don't know, like what's going on in your life. Number two is that, listen, you can be a nurse. Like, I mean, you might have to clear some things up in your character, right? But like, I mean, it's a good living. It's an honest living, helping people instead of taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
I would much rather see, like, you're following Regina already. All right, every time she logs in, you're logging in.
Get this prayer.
You are already following.
I love that about you,
and so
Mark.
since you're already on,
look at Mark.
Like, you can get your license. You can go to a medical school in your country, and you can translate that into being able to come to the U.S. and getting your license. So we want the best for you. We want to make sure our nurses are safe. What you're doing might not be right. It's not right. But listen,
it's raining.
There is a better way. There is a better way. Could you grab the chairs real quick?
Yeah, I will.
All right, there is a better way for you to get your license, for you to make money, for you to take care of your family. That's what we're all about at the ReMar Nurse family, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving a little bit because it's shifting. It's raining.
It's raining in the atmosphere.
Yeah, but I had to get that word out.
No, thank you, because
but I had to say that, guys.
It's nice, Mark. And I appreciate you for never giving up on people, and always understanding that prayer changes things.
Absolutely.
Prayer changes things, and prayer changes people.
Yeah. I mean, we don't, like I said, we don't want to wish ill on anybody. We want you guys to be able to support your family and everything just like that, just like we want for our ReMar nurses. So come on and join the family, guys. All right? But listen, leave this community alone, okay? I got to say that. Leave this community alone.
Get back,
when you see
devils.
Regina, when you see the ReMar nurses, guys, just understand that we're working for our families, we're working for the same goals that you are, being able to provide, and we want to do it in the right way.
Yeah.
All right. So Regina's going to tell you guys how you can do it in the right way. Actually, I'm just going to pray a real quick prayer, just to seal that, and then you can tell them how to move forward.
Okay.
All right. Father in heaven, we thank you for just allowing us to recognize the issue in the lives of the community. There are people that are desperate all over, desperate to provide for their families. And we want to make sure, Lord, that they're able to go about it in a way that's honorable and pleasing to you.
Yes,
so, Lord, if there's anybody that's watching this that has done these things before, I ask, Lord, that you would prick their hearts and give them the conviction not to do it again. I ask, Lord, that you would give them conviction to pray for the ReMar nurses, to bless the ReMar nurses, and that one day, Lord, if you see fit, that they would be able to become a part of the community, or that they would encourage their children or their family members to get into the field of nursing and to be able to help people instead of harming people. And Lord, I ask that you would seal this prayer with your love, with your mercy and your grace, and as well for everybody that's a part of the community that is studying to get their nursing license. Lord, I ask that it would be possible according to your will in riches and glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Now listen, the next time we see the scammers and they're offering us questions to pass NCLEX, I want you guys to remember, you don't pass NCLEX with questions, okay? You never pass NCLEX just focusing on questions. This is a computer adaptive test. Questions are not the way to go. You need to have your content. And content is something that you have the ability to master. You've already done most of it in nursing school. What most people need is a review. Most people need a review that takes them from one point to another, right? They need a classroom experience, takes them from one point to another in order to put it all together. Because in nursing school, we learn pharmacology, and we learn pediatrics, and we learn fundamentals, and, you know, we learn basic care and comfort, but we don't put it all together to see how it affects the whole person. And so, virtual trainer, all right, this is why I created step 1 to step 10. Let me take you through the content in the VT, all right, because once I do that, you are going to see a completely different picture of how the science of nursing works. Okay.
So if you're not familiar with the virtual trainer, what it is, it's an online training platform with 2 physical workbooks.
So you get
and Regina goes over all of the lectures with you. She goes over all of the content with you in a step-by-step process. A step-by-step process.
Yes.
It's designed to be finished in 6 weeks, but you have 3 months of online access.
Yes.
So if you've been out of school for a while, if you're a slow learner, if it takes you a little bit longer, if you're an international student where English is your second or third language, or you're just dealing with anxiety, you don't have to feel anxious about going through the program. Mm-hmm. You have a whole 3 months, but it's designed to be completed in 6 weeks.
Yes, and so you guys can do it the right way. You can do it a way that lasts, because the truth is, after you take your NCLEX, our nurses have to go out there and practice. Yep. So if it's your dream to be an amazing nurse, you're going to need to be supported with what? Content, okay? You're going to need to be supported with this knowledge. This knowledge will empower you to practice safely. It will empower you to be that nurse in the pediatrics, be that nurse in the ER, okay? And like Mark said, you have 90 days, you have 3 months,
3 whole months
to study a 6-week program. And some of my nurses even do it sooner than 6 weeks.
Yes, we've seen some have finished in 2 weeks,
right?
3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on when you're testing and how much you need to study.
Yep.
You know, right now, if you're just going at the 6-week pace, it's designed to study 4 days a week for about 2 to 3 hours a day. But if you're testing a little bit sooner, if you're testing in 4 weeks or 5 weeks, you can study 5 days a week.
You can
or
do
6
it,
days
yes.
a week,
and I see people that are saying they passed with the virtual trainer, and so you guys are my testimonies that people understand this is not the scam. Okay, when you come here, this program is not a scam. We have real nurses who are using it, who are studying it in the virtual trainer. Join them.
Somebody's going to pass somebody passed NCLEX today because of ReMar. Somebody's passing tomorrow because of ReMar. And the next day, somebody's passing.
Yes.
Every day, somebody is passing NCLEX because they've gone through the process. They've committed. They made the commitment 6 weeks ago. They made the commitment 2 months ago. And so you might be sitting and you're thinking like, okay, can I do this? Should I do this? And we're telling you that you can, you will, and you must.
Yes.
You must do this. You must get your nursing license.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yep.
You got to get your license because with God, it's possible. And we believe that you can. If you got through nursing school, Regina created the program in a way that breaks everything down in a simple step-by-step process And we believe that if you finish nursing school, you can complete this program and you can get your license.
Yes, so no fake licenses. Don't even entertain to buy them. Do it the right way. All right, and if you want to get started in the virtual trainer, if you want to join us, go to the website remarnurse.com. Okay,
Yep.
That's the only website.
That's it.
That's
now, remarnurse.com.
Yes.
REMAR nurse.com.
We will not allow any scammers. Any scammers that pop on here from now forward, you guys all have a responsibility to block them. Get them off. Tell them we are not accepting any offers on here. Okay? All right. Okay.
and the reason why people fall for scams also is because you don't have a plan.
Oh.
Right? You haven't committed to a journey.
Yes.
Like you've just been casually watching. Every time Regina comes on, you come on.
Yeah.
You know, you get some questions and you take some questions.
Yeah.
But if you have a program that you're studying that you're confident with, if you have the virtual trainer, then you know whatever else somebody else does, it doesn't even matter to you because you have your own set path that God has allowed you to to be placed on. So if you're out there and you don't have a plan, you're vulnerable, to picking up anything. Right? So that's why we encourage you to get locked in with the virtual trainer, start studying with the ReMar nurses, join the community, so that way when Regina logs in and and she's doing official ReMar nurse roll call, you're a part of that community.
Oh my
right?
goodness.
And we can have confidence. With the virtual trainer, there's a 99.2% pass rate, right? I can't tell you the pass rate for people that are just watching casually.
Yes.
There is no pass rate for people that
Right.
are just picking it up now and then. But if you get the program, you get the content, and you're committed, we can be part of that success.
And I really want you guys to take advantage of studying now and making the decision today. And I don't just say that just to say it, but every time I come on here, for people who wait, it just puts your license further and further back from you being able to get it. When
Absolutely.
you don't make the move to just get started today, it pushes your goal back.
Wait, hold on. How much? Let me ask you this: How much money per day are you losing by not having your license? Type that in. How much money per day are you losing not having your license?
Yeah, think about what a nurse makes.
What does an LPN make? What does an RN make every single day?
Times 12.
Right?
Times 12 hours. So what you think? About what, $30 an hour?
Okay. Is that for the...
Depends on where you live.
Okay, depends on where you live, cost of living.
Okay.
All right. So how much money are you losing every day?
Let's say you start as a new nurse and you make $27 an hour.
Okay, that's a starting.
That's a starting for an LPN, right?
All right, for LPN.
I think LPN depends on where we talking.
And that's times 8.
All right, well just say RN because some people might say LPNs don't make that much.
Okay.
LPNs, I do know LPNs that make that much.
Depends on where you have, like California, New York.
So let's just say RN starting off at 27, which is low.
Yep.
Right, 27 times 12. You gonna put them on an 8-hour shift?
8-hour shift. I say 8 hours.
Okay,
you say
8
12?
hours. I say 12. But anyways,
right.
if they working 8 hours a day, and then times that by 5. Times that by 5.
Is that per month?
For week.
Per week.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 hours a day.
Okay.
$27 an hour. 5. Okay, so LPN used to make $30 an hour. Okay, I know how much LPNs make.
Okay.
All right, so $1,000 a week.
Hold on. So, but what's the day though?
What you mean? What's the day?
How much per day?
27
All right. So every day is
every day.
$216
a day.
All right. That's at $27.
Yeah.
Times 8 hours.
Yeah.
$216
A day.
per day.
You're losing. That's a terrible investment.
And some of you guys are waiting for the next sale. It's not going to be $216
a day.
I'm saying, right? And so $216 per day times 5 for the week.
Yeah.
That's over $1,000 a week.
$1,000 a week people are losing.
It's costing.
It is.
I mean, and what we're saying is that there's a cost for procrastination.
Yes.
Right? There's a cost for not investing in yourself or making the right investment.
This is the motivation right here, guys.
So
that's the motivation.
As much as we say the scammers might try to take from you, like procrastination is taking even more.
And that's all on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all on you. So be intentional about what you want to do in your outcome. Like Mark said, have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, then somebody is going to give you one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most likely that plan that they're giving you is going to benefit them and not you. So we want you guys to invest in yourself. We want you guys to, we want to uplift you and tell you that you can, you will, and you must pass NCLEX. Mm-hmm. We're literally depending on you. We're praying for you. All right, all the excuses that you have, cancel them, because it's costing you more money than not.
And listen, you hear the rain in the background, but it might feel like a rainy day in terms of your NCLEX experience. Yeah. But I promise you, the sun is coming back out. The rain is going to clear, and what you have to be willing to do is to work through the rain.
Yeah.
All right, you got to work through the rain. When we started this broadcast, you know, it was a little bit cloudy. We said we want to get on, talk to you guys, help protect you guys against the scammers, give a message to the scammers.
Yeah.
And it started raining, so we had to make some adjustments.
We did.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? We had to change the whole positioning of everything. But the sun is coming out, but we don't have to stop. You don't have to stop working towards your goals, even though you go through a bad situation,
or
even though you go through a storm, if you go through a divorce, if you go through the loss of work, you know, family member might be ill, you might become ill, whatever that is. I mean, those are storms and those are rain. But the sun is still shining, but the clouds is just, you know, it's blocking the sunshine. So we just want to encourage you guys that you just know, like, that a better day is coming, and that you have to work towards that better day. Don't give up in the midst of the process.
Yeah.
Don't give up, guys. You can get your license. We want to see it happen.
Yeah.
And when you do, we want to be here to celebrate you and say congratulations. We have a whole community, the whole family of ReMar nurses that are here to celebrate you guys.
Yeah, yep. So get in your virtual trainer, guys. We have Mark and I, you know, we're constantly thinking about you guys. We have some, you know, some great events that we will be planning for, we'll be praying for, because our nurses are passing. I mean, that's the truth of the matter.
That's it.
People come on here, the scammers come on here because they know that we have built up a community where people find success, and they want to be part of that success.
We got scammers calling themselves ReMar nurses now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, back 10 years ago when you started, people would message and say, hey, is this a scam?
Yes, they
would.
would.
Is this thing real?
Yes,
and
they
now
would.
you've proven it so much over and over. Now they're saying, hey, we're part of you.
Yep, they will.
Crazy.
Yep.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So,
full circle, guys. Full circle.
So we want to just see you guys with that nursing license, a real one.
Absolutely.
One that you have worked for, one that you have earned. And I want to be there to help you study, help you make sense of the difficult, confusing topics, and also prepare you to critically think on your exam. And then I like that. I want you guys to proudly be able to say, I am a ReMar nurse.
That's
and
it.
actually be one.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks, guys, for all of the stars, all of the love. If this was helpful to you and you didn't share the video, make sure that you share the video.
Yeah.
Like, follow, and subscribe to the ReMar channel. So that makes sure that way you can keep up on everything that Regina's doing to help you guys stay motivated, stay protected, and pass NCLEX with dignity.
All right. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.